Because you gotta get yourself.
Sin, lean more towards Nate when you're doing because that bounces.
That a
out
boy.
more.
That's right.
No,
I'm
come on,
taking
not
the
that
ball.
much. Come on now, that's ridiculous. That just makes
Thank
us
God.
a smut.
Do you guys have any questions for each other?
I don't see a problem with
How
that.
come I didn't get a chance to work with you or you?
I don't know. That's really not fair.
I wanted to work with Edie and I wanted to work with Nate, and today's actually the first day I had the privilege of meeting Nate. I met Edie in Milwaukee, but I never had the opportunity to work with her. That's how it is when you're doing films. You know, the film is pieced together painstakingly. It takes months and months, but when it's actually in a silver screen, it looks beautiful. But you never had the opportunity to work with these fabulous actors, and I wish I had that opportunity. But you know what? That's the power of filmmaking and editing.
That's true.
We look like we did work together.
Well, your script was originally a short film, and your script was originally another short film. I just put the two together, made Nate's character a brother to Josh's character.
Oh, interesting.
You're Josh's brother?
I'm
Yep.
Josh's
And
brother.
I did him?
This is my brother. We're practically family. See that?
He's the good-looking brother.
Oh, damn! You better watch that.
And you
You
did.
better watch that. No, you didn't. Wow.
No, she didn't.
I did catch myself on what I want to know is how come I missed all the filming days when there was naked bodies laying around and stuff.
You were-
I didn't
you were
get to
shirtless.
see
Oh,
no-
you didn't
I
miss
didn't see no
much.
naked
No,
bodies.
he's thinking of.
You were shirtless.
Oh, yeah, I had it. I
Of,
had it.
Didi.
Natasha. No, not Didi.
Josh and
Natasha.
Oh, Didi. Not,
Natasha?
Natasha and
Yeah, I've never met
yeah,
that.
yeah, Darnell.
They're
That's
not.
what.
You were shirtless, Nate, so.
I was sure. I did.
So there was-
that was
there
the
was
first one that
nudity
had
on your
signed one
set.
of those. Actually,
Yes, you
Where's-
were. You were
Yeah.
the first one.
just
Oh,
kinda-
sure, a kiss.
Were you
That scene.
were you naked in the film?
No.
Oh.
Listen to her.
too
No,
bad.
like it's a bad thing.
I was
Like, she's
like-
looking down on us.
You were like in the stripper's pole, and I was like, how come I wasn't there? I didn't
Oh,
see
but
that.
yours was. Oh, yeah, you should have been there. It was fun.
Yeah.
At the strip
Oh,
club.
did you have any awkward things while you were shooting?
Oh.
Did you?
Today was a good one. We were
Awkward?
we were filming a scene where it was fresh after I got a cut busted over
When
my nose.
Jimmy
So
throws
I
the
got-
mug at you.
I have blood all over. Yeah, when Jimmy throws the mug at my face and my face gets all busted up. Scene right after that. So obviously my nose and blood and everything else. Well, filming it in a parking lot at the hotel exterior shot. After we got done filming, there was nowhere to clean up. So I had to drive to your house, 20 minutes away.
So you're not going to
I was going to
somebody
wash
else's.
up there. Okay, so we're in the car driving on the freeway in Chicago, and also I didn't even think about it. We get to a toll booth, and I totally forgot that I had all this blood all over my face, like all over my face, covered, eyes down to chin. And go up to the toll booth, and the lady didn't even look me in the eye, and it was $1, so I give her $1. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" She takes my $1, doesn't look at me, and then as she puts 20 cents back in my hand for my change, I'm just like, "Hey, thanks, have a nice day," or whatever the hell it is. That's when she first noticed me, and just had this look on her face like,
This guy's got a bloody nose.
and reaching for the cell phone like she's gonna call the cops or whatever the hell. And I had no idea. I forgot that it was on my face. This particular film, I got thrown around a lot, so it's like.
Did you get hurt any of that?
Edie and I got hurt, a couple times in the last
Did you
couple
hit with
weeks.
a telephone on your head?
No.
No, that was
wasn't
Lindsay.
There's a fight scene, and I get pushed into a wall, and he got pushed into a door frame. I thought I broke my arm. Seriously.
No stunt people?
Yeah.
No, this is an independent film.
Yeah,
We
so
don't have
that was
stuff.
tough. That was an emotional scene for me, actually, I must say.
I like emotional scenes.
Yeah, that was emotional.
Today was actually one of my favorite scenes.
In the car.
It was a 30-second scene,
Yeah.
but to be able to sit there and sometimes when you see when you see-
he's mean to me.
Of course.
He's just an ass.
But when sometimes you see dialogue and it's only like 4 lines or whatever it is, and it just seems really boring. And then when you get with a gifted actor, and you get to actually play off of it and actually just have fun with it, and it's not so much the words as it is the emotion of the scene. So instead of like here's this, okay, and then you go through the lines, and that has nothing to do with the script or the writing or anything like that. It's just once you get into the moment, you feel it more, and you kind of go with the flow.
And they
But,
shot us in the rain.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
to be able to sit there, that was probably the best banter we
Yeah.
had. Where it was just, it was fun. It was such a small scene, but it was a lot of fun. Where
Yeah.
that's neat when you can
Yeah.
do stuff like that.
Yeah.
That was fun. Well, I'm glad I was there with
How
you guys.
about you? You had a nice scene with Richie with your love scene.
I love seeing except for the fact that we
It wasn't really a much of a love scene because he's ignoring you
No,
throughout the
it
whole
was.
scene.
He was like this cold-hearted guy, and you know, I just wanted to see what's in the envelope, and so that was kind of fun to just see. You know, I just want the money. You know, I just want to use him. I
Typical
want his
woman.
money. And yeah, no way. Speak for thyself, buddy.
I gotta say that one scene with you and Stacy.
Stacy.
Yeah.
She calls you.
He said junkie whore. I'm like,
I swear, I felt
that
like.
wasn't me. That
No,
was
but,
Dee Dee.
but I felt like you gotta say something. She's in your face, and you're like, okay.
Yeah. I did. She was like, you know, the thing is, it was so funny because Stacy came. I don't know Stacy from anything, right? So she comes up to me and we rehearsed a couple of times. She was like, right on my face, and I'm like, you know, and I'm cross-eyed, and I just keep staring at her mouth because and she keeps doing one of these, and I'm distracted by the boobs. She's bouncing, and I'm like, okay, now I gotta go back to my thing. You don't have to worry about that anymore. You know, and I walk away, and she's like, yeah. No, I think
That was
the crew,
great.
the crew has a great sense of humor,
Yeah.
and everybody is so professional. But they could have fun and joke around and still nail their scenes. And I think the hardest thing when you're doing a film, you don't have a lot of rehearsal time, so you try to nail everything. You try to block it and rehearse the line and deliver all at the same time in the same hour.
Yeah.
So as a professional actor, you could do that. You know, you could do that, you could nail it. But, you know, for anybody that's just starting, I think that would be a little bit intimidating for people that are just beginning. Because blocking and memorizing your line and reacting with you know, the actors.
A lot
those
of
are-
actors got to remember it's not memorizing the lines.
Yeah.
You should come in with memorized lines because a lot of actors think that, okay, my emotion is going to be connected to that line. No, your emotion comes from that line. You know, your emotion comes naturally. Don't think it of a physical. You know what I'm saying?
I love that scene with oh my god, Darnell?
Donnell.
Darnell?
Yeah.
I love that scene with him when, you know, it just built up and built up and built up, and after that it's built up, you know, I wasn't sure if, you know, Ross wanted us to veer away from the script a little bit, to just let it come naturally.
Yeah.
And then, but if you're working with people that you just needed to get more emotions out of, you almost have to like just get it out there, and then it makes them step up. You know, they just go above and beyond that, and I think that was a great scene. And the fact that the director is actually also patient, you know, with working with actors is really a key element, because you can't just direct and say, do your thing. You know, you have to say, I want this, that looks good, let's put these things together. And I think Ross is very good in saying that, in declaring what he wants, and if he doesn't like this, let's put this all together. And the fact that you're so patient, you know, with certain scenes to capture the essence that you want is really important in this. What I wanted to ask you is why Petty Cash?
The title?
Yeah.
So that was originally the title of the short film version of that. And to me, I think that's a great title for like a pulp book.
Yeah.
And I see this as like pulpish in tone.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised no one ever used that as a title before. Because
Yeah.
if you ever worked in retail or anything, you
Yeah.
always have petty cash to
Oh,
deal with.
absolutely.
And when you chase after money, that is kind of petty.